Have you found your ethical framework? This is Barbara Parker Bell, President of the ATCB, and I'm here with you this evening on Facebook Live once again to talk to you about the featured articles on the ATCB Blog, Credential Conversations. I'm excited to talk about the topic of ethics once again, and that is the focus of the two articles featured this month, one by Katie Barrington and one on social media by myself. So to start with Katie Barrington's article about ethical dilemmas and finding your, she calls it a model. So I kind of like the word framework because it reminds me of frames and art. And it gives me, a visual for a model. But, why do we need a framework or a model when we think about ethical dilemmas and challenges? Well, ethical dilemmas can happen at any time in our practice. And we need to be prepared. And second, as much as we would wish that there would be easy answers to ethical dilemmas, and a simple advice we can get from somebody for a yes, do that, or a no, do that, it's more complicated to that. So Katie Barrington does an excellent job talking about the variety of ethical models that give us a process for thinking about the ethical dilemmas that appear just randomly, not because anything that we did, but no, they just naturally happen, just like other challenges or problems in our life. But we do need to know what to do with them. So, for example, what if you're having a great session with a client and they tell you they have a crush on you and kind of ask you if they quit therapy, would you meet them at McDonald's for coffee instead of therapy? Well, then you say that's not appropriate, but they say, I was just joking. How do you handle that as you continue on to therapy? What do you do? Is that, we know if we look at some of the ethical guidelines, it tells us about dual relationships, but it doesn't always tell us how to navigate that. So again, the models give you a way of thinking about it, checking in with yourself, checking on the consequences of your actions based on the many choices that you might choose exactly how to handle that situation. And again, there's sources for you to look at in terms of the ethics codes, the state statutes and federal statutes that guide your behavior. And then you also have supervision to help you along the way too. So the ethical models or frameworks provide you with a way of thinking about it. And again, Katie Barrington's article talks about several of them, which will help you kind of think about which one fits you. And then you could find your ethical framework. And, again, ethical dilemmas don't just happen in the institution where you might work, your private practice office. They can also happen in social media. So for example, let's say we have this same client again, and he tracks you down on Facebook and provides a friend request. So what do you do? So you again have to have some framework in place to say, how do I handle the situation? What do I need to think about? What ethics codes do I need to know about? What statutes and federal laws do I need to know about? And what are the consequences of the choices that I'm going to make? And you don't have to make those choices alone. You have your group of colleagues, your supervisors to help you. And it's important not to be isolated and stay connected to your colleagues to help you make ethical decisions in your practice. So as we're closing this evening, I want to remind you of some of the takeaways that you can apply to your art therapy careers. So it's from one of the models of Katie Barrington's article, and one is Keep current. Always look at the ethical codes and see if those have shifted and that you know what they are. And you know where to find them on the atcb.org website. And you could also have an app with them on your phone. So if you don't have it, definitely get it. And another thing is keep current and stay informed related to those statutes and federal laws that are particular to your region. And finally, stay connected. Don't do it alone. If you're having funny feelings or awkwardness about your experiences, connect with others before you make a decision about what to do next. So I ask you to read the articles on the ATCB blog, Credential Conversations, seek supervisions, adopt a model or a framework, whichever term you like best, and tune in next month for our next Facebook Live, and keep reading ATCB blog, Credential Conversations. I'm looking forward to seeing you next month. Thank you. Bye-bye.